Guests are always welcome, a saying you hear out of everyone's mouth in Iran. You see, we enjoy being hosts and do our very best to make our guests feel at home as much as possible. And generally, the first thing we offer them is beautiful pastries and sweets with tea. And what people usually say at this point is, please, do sweeten your palate. Sweets, chocolate, pastries, they all hold a special fascination for most of us, and we usually want to sharpen our sweet tooth when we're traveling and we see new and exciting pastries, just like these. The main ingredient of the Persian sweet we're preparing for you today is whole wheat flour, and what makes it interesting is the touch of rice flour that's added to the mix. Here in Najafabad, they know this pastry as sugar bread, and it's traditionally made during Nowruz celebration. First off, local oil, wheat flour, rice flour and chickpea flour are poured into the mixer and stirred until we get an even paste. Butter is added at the end and then the paste is left to settle. A mixture of sugar, rose water, saffron, cardamom, vanilla and eggs is prepared separately, and the fermented dough is added to it to make the sugar bread dough. If you're planning to make this at home, you should know that you shouldn't stir the mixture too much, since it needs to be light and airy so it can easily cook in the oven and take its traditional shape.
این شیرینی در تمام ایام سال استفاده میشه، یعنی مردم نجف آباد استقبال میکنن از شیرینی، ولی بیشتر در ایام عید مصرف میشه. در بقیه طول سال به عنوان عصرانه هم استفاده میشه.
Sugar bread, otherwise known as Birinji Bozorg, is one of the oldest pastries in Najafabad, and as you can see, is really easy to make.
موقعی که خمیر آماده شد داخل قیف میریزیم و اونو به اندازه‌ای که مشخصه، مثلا 1 تیم میزنیم. بعد انگشت پهنش میکنیم، انگشتونه میزنیم، پسته میریزیم و داخل نرده میذاریم که آماده بشه برای فرم. Over the years, people began to experiment with different things. Trying out new mixtures and pastries were born. They have been baked in different forms and with new and exciting flavors ever since. However, there's more to the delicious morsels of Najafabad than meets the eye. When it comes to popular food in Iran and among Iranians, kebabs take first place. If you ever pay a visit to Iran, you're definitely going to try a few variations. Even I can't claim that I've had every single kind of kebab out there, because the people living in different regions prepare them in different ways. For example, this kebab is different because of the fig skewers used to prepare them and the unique taste the meats get at the very end. Even though the meat used for the kebab is important, the flavor of the kebab is directly tied to how it's prepared. Here we're using camel meat, which is often used in hot and dry areas, since most of the residents here keep camels instead of sheep. The tender meat and the fat are cut into pieces suitable to be skewered. But before we can thread the camel meat and fat, we need to prepare the fig skewers.
داریم سیخ که بلنده کوتاهش میکنیم از این طرف، نوک سیخ رو تیزش میکنیم بعد اینا رو روشون زخمی میکنیم برای که شیره بزند کبابو خوشمزه کنه.
During the month of May, when fig trees are laden with green figs that are not yet ripe, is the best time to make fig skewers, since the fig branches are oozing with juice that come gushing out of the branches when heated, even just a little bit.
یه دونه چربی اول به سیخ میکنیم، سری اول وسط چربی رو سیخ میکنیم، بعد گوشت رو برمی‌داریم، گوشت رو وسطش رو میزنیم، وسط گوشت رو میزنیم، 3 دونه گوشت میشه. سه دونه گوشت دادیم، یه دونه چربی دوباره میزنیم.
We even squeeze some of the juice of the green figs on the kebab after threading the meat to make them even more tender and light. The seasoning is added on the grill and at the very end. The kebab skewers look fantastic, and the smoky aroma of the grilling meat promises a delicious lunch that's served on a bread tray covered with onion rings. And now that we're all fed and watered, it's finally time to relax and enjoy a warm cup of tea that can wash away all the oily fat of the kebab and leave you peaceful and relaxed. Anyone asking for healthy and fast food? Yes, that's available too, and it's called kale-juice. Heat up some oil to fry the diced onions and garlic over medium heat until they're golden. Then add chopped mint, turmeric, salt and pepper to the pot and stir. Next, add kashk, which is a whey-like fermented dairy product, to the pot and stir thoroughly until you have an even mix. Add a cup of water and allow it to simmer for 10 to 15 minutes over low heat, and it's done. Kale-juice is a quick and simple vegetarian food that's enriched with calcium and protein. The recipe originally comes from Yazd and Khorasan, but it's made all across the country with slight differences. Kashk is the main ingredient.
نجف‌آبادی‌ها به این غذا خیلی علاقه دارن. بیشتر فصل زمستون و پاییز بیشتر استفاده میکنن. خیلی خوشمزه، یه غذای راحتی هست، در از 10 دقیقه حاضر میشه. خیلی هم مقویه. نون رو داخلش تلیت میکنن یا که لقمه میگیرن و نوش جان میکنن. بفرمایید.
Here in Iran, we usually have our mid-afternoon meal at around 5, since dinner time in an average home has slipped to just after 9:30 or 10 p.m. because of longer working hours and changing lifestyles. So we have plenty of time to make room for even more exciting and new tastes of Najaf-Abad's traditional dishes. Just like people living in other parts of the world, Iranians too have many customs for each and every big event in life. So it's not a surprise to hear that we have very special customs to welcome a new bride into the family. This traditional dish is called gondi here in Najafabad, and it's prepared for a new bride during the first year of her marriage on the longest night of the year, known as Yalda night. Looking at the simple ingredients of gondi, you might think that it tastes uninteresting or bland. This is absolutely not the case. Gondi is in fact a dish of meatballs made with ground lamb and a chickpea flour mixture referred to as gondi flour. You mix the ground lamb with gundi flour, season it and add a mixture of chopped herbs such as tarragon, watercress, mint, parsley and basil. Here we're going to show you two versions of gundi. In one version we add a bit of tomato paste and in the other just a little bit of basil. After you've made meatballs in the size of your choice, you cook them in a few cups of water or better yet, chicken broth. So many Iranian recipes out there, and here in this program we can only offer you highlights of these Persian cuisines. This is Golna Farnudi for Iran.